Sometimes this roof up over my head starts getting me down, crowding me out. You know what I'm talking about. I need to clear my head and head for the countryside. Take a little walk, maybe take a little ride. Bullfrogs croaking, smallmouth jumping, wind blowing through the trees. So let's throw a cooler in the truck. I know where I wanna be, outdoors with Joey Mines, in a deer stand back in the woods, or kicking back, wetting the line. Rain pours, sun shines, but it's all good, 'cause I'm doing what I love with who I like. I can find that peace of mind I'm looking for outdoors.
Outdoors with Joey Mines is brought to you in part by Wendy's, Lowrance, Highlands Marina Resort, Midstate RV Center, Eukanuba Extraordinary Nutrition, and The Aviator by Forest River, available exclusively at Midstate RV Center. For the next half hour, join us outdoors with Joey Mines.
But it's all good, 'cause we're doing what we love with who we like. We can find that peace of mind we're looking
What happened,
for.
boy?
Outdoors.
Where'd it go?
Welcome to this week's show. I've got two of my dear friends. I've got Kris and Danny Elrich. They are the owners of Highland Marina Resort. Over the years, we've done some great shows. Striper fishing is what we're gonna do today.
Turning into years, isn't it?
You know, 2 years ago we came out, and I think the average fish was probably 3 or 4 pounds.
Yeah.
Last year, tell them how big they were.
Oh, last year they were like 7, 8, 9 pounds, some over 10, 12, 15 pounds.
Yes, well, today, these fish have grown up, and it is the day after Memorial Day. We'll go ahead and date this. It's summertime. Anybody's interested in an outstanding fishing trip, well, West Point Lake is one of the best lakes in the country for fishing in the summer. We're gonna catch these monster stripers. You're gonna see just how much they've grown in 1 year.
Right.
So we're pulling up on a little island right here. There's a pole marking it. I'm gonna show you what the fish look like. Let's take a peek. Okay, there's my fish. There they are, right there on the bottom. There's our stripers. Right there they really are. That's all I need to see.
There they are.
Yep, y'all go ahead and get your poles. I like seeing that right off the bat. Let's don't make it too complicated. There you go, Kris.
There we go.
Let's get the net, Danny, and if you'll get the net for her. Oh yeah, oh yeah, there's one of my little friends.
He's okay to start.
Yeah. Bring it right up here.
Hold on, hold on. Tighten a little bit more.
He's spinning the boat around. Danny,
Here he comes.
there you go, let him.
I think he's got you whipped, Kris.
He does not.
Ah,
Yay.
is that a hybrid or is that
I
a,
think it's a striper.
let me look and see. Yeah, that's a striper. There goes one. Big boy.
He's coming up now. There he goes.
Yeah, they come up till they see the boat.
Yeah, I haven't seen this one yet.
He's big enough. He's big enough to get a net on.
I'd like to catch a 20-pounder today.
Yep.
That'd be my goal.
Let me get on this other side. That way. There we go.
Strong.
Pretty fish. There you go, Danny.
Fat and happy.
There's your striper.
You swallow it?
Yeah, he swallowed it.
Dang it.
I'm just gonna, that's all right.
You get that one going the other way, didn't
Yep.
you?
Grab this, yeah. Let's get that right there.
Love
There we
it.
go. Isn't that a pretty
Love
fish,
it.
folks?
Healthy.
That's a striped bass. That fish is actually probably a couple of years old. and they get a lot bigger than this one right here. But that's still a pretty fish. See you, buddy. See you, buddy. All right. If you look at our graph, these are our fish sitting on the bottom. When they're really down there, you'll see layers of them. So hopefully they're just now starting to come in here. Sun's just now coming up. Absolutely beautiful morning on West Point Lake. Folks, y'all stay with us. We'll be right back.
Hi, this is Tina Pickard at Mid-State RV Center Body Shop. Here we can repair any RV concern, whether it's damage to the body, damage to the frame, damage to the roof. We do it all here at Mid-State RV Body Shop. We have a full-sized paint booth that is state-of-the-art, second to none in the Southeast. We specialize in brake repair, particularly on the workhorse chassis, where we are the only warranty center for workhorse in the state of Georgia. We do warranty work on Coachman, on XLR and workhorse, as well as many other Forest River product lines. We also do warranty work for many of the components and appliances that are on all manufacturers. Anyone interested in learning more about Mid-State RV Center and what we have to offer, please visit our website at midstaterv.com.
What'd you get?
Lewis is saving a few bucks.
Same here. Wendy's. So not the same. Going in.
Saving doesn't mean settling. Introducing Wendy's new right price, right size menu. Loaded with big tastes you can't get anywhere else. Starting at 99 cents. Enjoying what you eat and what you pay. That's Wendy's way.
Now that's better.
And we're open late.
One thing about fishing today, we're actually not using shad. I have to go out and catch brim with a hook and a worm. And the day before the trip, yesterday afternoon, I was out here, and you go literally down the shoreline and you cast your cork and your little number 10 hook and catch brim and put those in the tank. And we're also able to catch, sometimes there's some small crappie in there as well, and the crappie will hit the worms. And so we've got brim and crappie today. So maybe the tip that I can tell you, if whatever lake you're fishing, if you've got access to go catch you some brim, if you know the stripers are in there, stripers love brim and crappie. So it's actually a great bait to use. The kind of rod and reels, these fish have gotten so big on the lake. Years ago, I'm sure you've seen a lot of shows that I've done with the spinning rods. Well, a spinning rod won't hold these fish. And, so we've had to go with the bait caster. And here's a good example. Here's a brim right here. I'm gonna change him out. Looks like he's been hit. But we're using a number 2 Kale hook. There's your Kale hook right there. And that brim's been hit. I can see where he's been hit. Let me grab a bait for you and I'll show you at home what we've got. But it's a totally different way of fishing today. Here's a small crappie. We caught him on the shore yesterday. I'm gonna take this right here, hook him right through the nose, and there's your bait. We've got a 14-pound test leader, and that's about 1.5 ounces weight right there. Anywhere from an ounce and a half is what we're using. I've got 15-pound test line, and these are actually striper rods. So anybody that's interested in striper fishing, they make a rod for that. And if you look how limber this thing is, you want that with these stripers. You want him to be able to grab that bait and pull it down without a lot of resistance. Walk to the front. He's running under the trolling motor. Under the trolling motor. He's going. You okay?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Wait, listen.
Hang on. All right. A little bigger fish.
There,
I'm gonna spin her around. She's gonna be okay. I'm gonna spin the boat around. Okay.
Kris, I think you caught my fish.
No.
Yeah, you let me do a talk or two and these fish will start smoking it. There you go, Kris. All right. Striper fishing West Point Lake style. We've been here about, I guess, 30 minutes. The sun, we got a foggy morning, and my fish have been biting at daylight, so I got a little nervous. I'm not as nervous as I was. Let me get this rod out of your way. Let me get this one out of your way. There you go, Kris.
He's coming.
All right. Let me have the net over here, Danny, and I'll net the fish. Let's see how big this one is. All right.
I haven't seen him yet. There he is.
Hey, we're getting a little bigger.
A little bit.
Getting a little bigger.
Yeah, he's bigger than that first one I caught.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, another nice fish. Another nice fish. All right. This is what we're after. Oh, striped bass. Look at there. No, no, he.
Good hook.
Yeah, yeah, I got him just right. My hands are not, yeah, they're a little sore because I've actually been catching a bunch of fish. Look how fat and pretty that fish is.
That's a nice one, yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful fish. All right, let's let him swim. Hey, buddy. All right. Let's keep an eye on these other rods because these fish run in bunches. There's some right there on the graph, right there. See where my finger's pointing? That's an individual fish, so hopefully we're gonna see some more fish go down. Danny, West Point Lake has got to be one of the top lakes in the United States for tournaments, and I know that the Tournament of Champions is a big deal for y'all. Let's talk a little bit about that.
That's our Georgia State Championship. We've had that last year was our 22nd annual, and we're going for number 23 this year. We have typically over 300 boats to show up for that tournament.
Now last year, how many was it? Like 310 or something?
305, I think we ended up with.
305 boats showed up. It's a qualifier tournament. You have to finish top 5 in one of the tournaments in the state of Georgia. So we get a lot of guys who will come in from out of state. And they'll win a tournament or they'll place in top 5. So we'll send out invitations to all those people, and they get entered in the Georgia State Championship. That's $35,000 to win that one.
Absolutely. I think all the money goes back to the fishermen. Isn't that correct?
Yeah, every dime goes back to the fishermen.
Okay, man, that's a strong tournament. I know a lot of the community comes out and actually helps with the tournament and has donations and prizes too. So it's a big deal for the town.
It's a really big deal, and typically we'll have some kind of show right before the final. Before we pay out the checks, we'll do we had an air show one year. We'll have live music sometimes, and we had 94 tournaments last year.
Good Lord.
So next year, this will be the official announcement, I guess, but we have an elite series coming to West Point Lake, and big guys have not been to West Point, I don't think since the 80s, but they're looking forward to coming back. We're going to have Van Dam and Skeet Reese and all those guys competing here on West Point Lake. So
now it'll actually be on TV as well. So I think
televised. So we'll be the host marina, and yeah, we're pretty excited about that one.
Now they actually bring helicopters and things in.
Oh yeah,
isn't that right?
The
so
whole
it's
get a good chance to see West Point Lake on that tournament.
Well, they're going to see a wonderful lake.
Well, folks, we're back at my greenhouse, and if you listen real carefully, you will hear construction going on. They're installing my Liptus hardwood flooring today. I've got Sonny Callahan. He's with Parachem. You have got a brand new product that is an innovation in the floor covering business. First thing, let's talk a little bit about Parachem. Tell us about your company.
Well, Parachem's been in the floor covering industry for about 35 years. We make all different types of adhesives for all different types of flooring. And what we've come up with now is a new product that can be used for do-it-yourselfers or flooring contractors, which is an all-in-one single component wood flooring adhesive.
We've got hardwood floors going on, wood, and we've got concrete. Let's talk about that.
Okay, yeah, IFS can be used on both types of those substrates. And what IFS is a single component system that you trowel out on the floor. It gives you the adhesive, it gives you acoustical benefits, and it gives you unlimited moisture protection in a single step. The IFS will actually work for a lot of different people. It'll work for homeowners, for do-it-yourselfers, flooring contractors, architects who are specifying in multi-story condominiums. Again, goes back to the acoustical benefits that it offers. And it also is LEED compliant, which a lot of these buildings today are going for LEED credits, and this will absolutely contribute to your LEED qualifications. We've got a patented trowel that comes with every pail, And how that works is you put the layer of adhesive down, and when you put the boards into the adhesive, it forms a solid layer of adhesive. That stops the noise from coming down and also stops the moisture from coming up. So that's how you get the double protection all in one.
Okay, as far as somebody that nails the floor, you don't have that little barrier there, so I'm sure those floors are louder.
Right, you don't have to nail these floors. It gives you that solid sound. You don't have that hollow sound when you're walking on the floor like you have with some floors. You don't have that with IFS.
How do they get in touch with your company if they're interested in your product? What do they do?
They can go directly to our website, which is www.parachem.com/IFS.
Y'all stay with us, we'll be right back.
Folks, it's time to go fishing on West Point Lake in LaGrange, Georgia. This is my 30th year of guiding on West Point for stripers and crappie. Striper fishing is outstanding on West Point. A typical day consists of stripers in the 5 to 15 pound class. Crappie fishing is my favorite trip I take on West Point. Over the years, I have put over 75 brush piles on the lake that concentrate the crappie in large numbers. New for 2013, I am running 2 guide boats. I have a 22-foot center console and a 22-foot pontoon with bass seats that is capable of fishing up to 6 people. The pontoon is handicap accessible. Like me on Facebook to have a chance to win a 2-day fishing trip with me on West Point. To book a trip, call 706-402-3607 or visit me on the web at joeymines.com.
Hi folks, I'm Lee Pickard at Mid-State RV Center in Byron, Georgia, Georgia's largest volume dealer and your RV dealer. I want to talk to you a little bit today about what Mid-State RV Center has to offer. We have products from the $99.95 travel trailer to the $85,000 to $100,000 Aviator new product that you'll see Joey using throughout his show. Motorhomes, 37 feet, bath and a half. Folks, if you need an RV or RV service or body shop or paint, we have it at Mid-State RV Center. We have over 57,000 square feet of service and parts facilities, and then another 17,000 square feet of sales facilities, all located here on 56 acres in Byron, Georgia. You can come to our website, midstaterv.com. We've tried to make it easy for you to communicate with us. You can call us on our toll-free number, 1-800-226-3654. Folks, we want to be your RV dealer.
Kris, let's tell the folks a little bit about Highland Marina. I know there's been some wonderful changes in the past year.
Well, this winter our big project was we put in a 32 slip covered boat dock.
Okay.
And that's completely full, so we're excited about that. We did a lot of outdoor restoration on our cabins this year, painted them and things like that. And now we've got 3 different price points really. We've got the 1-bedroom cabins that are about, with tax, about $100 a night.
Okay.
Then we've got the 3 bedrooms. They average about $175 to $200 a night. And then we've got our Premier line, which is the new chalets we built.
Wonderful, gorgeous.
And they run up to $300 a night, but they're really nice inside.
You know, the clientele over the years has changed. It used to be a fish camp, and now it is truly a vacation destination for a lot of families that come down here for a week at a time.
Yep, we see a lot more families on the beach. We put in a playground equipment last year. The kids really like that. We got the trail systems. They can take their bikes down, ride the trails on their bicycles. So yeah, it's nice to see a lot of families coming in where when we first bought the place, it was mainly fishermen.
Folks, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you a real sad story that happened 2 days ago. I'm gonna go ahead and get it out of the way. I was in this exact spot and we had 3 stripers on at one time. I had a guide party. This little thing is my remote and I'm running the trolling motor. Well, the battery started going weak, and this is what I figured out later. And when the battery goes weak, it starts spinning like a top. And my trolling motor started spinning round and round in circles, and it was about half speed. And this boat was going around in a circle. And so I ran up there. I couldn't shut it off. This didn't work. I ran up there to shut it off. There's a fish right there, Danny.
Got it.
I ran up, and he's already gone, I believe. But I actually ran up to unplug the trolling motor. I didn't know to do that. And, when I reached down to unplug it, I went swimming. And I've been doing this 28 years. I've been fishing all my life. I've never fallen out of a boat. Well, I fell out, and here's your dilemma. My trolling motor is spinning like this all around me, and unfortunately, that's pretty dangerous. That could have chopped my legs off.
Yep.
And I realized that the second I hit the water. And so I'm hanging on the side of the boat, and it's still spinning. Fish, next thing I know, I got 2 stripers bumping into my leg. They're all over me. And I managed to crawl to the back on the side of the boat, and there's a ladder in the back, and I pulled myself in, and had a few cuts, a few scrapes. We get back to the dock, and Justin, the fellow that works for y'all and manages the store and all, he was at the dock, and I'm sitting there, I'm soaking wet. I still got blood on my arms, and my hair standing up on my head, and he said, "What in the world happened?" I said, "Well," I ended up telling the story to him, and he was laughing on the deck, and my dear friends, Danny and Kris, they gave me a present yesterday afternoon. I'm gonna show it to you. This is what friends are all about right here.
Make sure you get both of them.
Yeah, so I came back. I got me some swimmies now. It's the
Pro guide.
Pro guide. I got swimmies for when I go on the lake. And I do want to thank you for remembering me on that. And then, if that wasn't enough, I've got
Just in case.
I got me a little buoy. And it says, what does it say? Official throw ring for outdoors with Joey Mines. This is what friends are all about. Folks, y'all stay with us. Everything's gonna be okay. I fell in one time, and I hope that's the last time, but
we want to keep you safe.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all not picking at me about this, though. I do appreciate that. We'll be right back.
In his eyes, a race needs no finish line. In her eyes, the world is never too big. In his, the weather should never keep you inside. Because they see no limits, there's Eukanuba Nutrition, designed to help their body go as far as their mind wants to. Eukanuba, extraordinary nutrition for extraordinary beings. See the difference in 28 days or your money back.
Folks, it's time to go fishing on West Point Lake in LaGrange, Georgia. This is my 30th year of guiding on West Point for stripers and crappie. Striper fishing is outstanding on West Point. A typical day consists of stripers in the 5 to 15 pound class. Crappie fishing is my favorite trip I take on West Point. Over the years, I have put over 75 brush piles on the lake that concentrate the crappie in large numbers. New for 2013, I am running 2 guide boats. I have a 22-foot center console and a 22-foot pontoon with bass seats that is capable of fishing up to 6 people. The pontoon is handicap accessible. Like me on Facebook to have a chance to win a 2-day fishing trip with me on West Point. To book a trip, call 706-402-3607 or visit me on the web at joeymines.com. Looking for a great location for a romantic getaway, a family vacation, a reunion, or a fishing party with your buddies? Come to Highland Marina Resort. We have waterfront cabins to fit every budget. Check out our newly constructed Lake Point chalets. The lake views are awesome and the sunsets are breathtaking. There's a waterfront restaurant and a fleet of rental craft, and the fishing, it's awesome. For all the details, visit our website at highlandmarinaresort.com. Wow, I was running toward the middle.
Holy cats.
Good, good. I'm still seeing some fish. Good. Light him up. It doesn't take many of these when you're on a guide trip. When you've got a fish that'll run 50 yards of line out like that right there.
That's so fun.
Most people have never caught a fish that big.
No.
And these stripers are fun. I guarantee you, they're fun. That's a nice one.
See it.
Absolutely. One of them great big ones.
He's getting bigger.
They're getting a little bigger now, Kris. Oh yeah.
Come on, buddy.
Yeah. Hang on,
There he goes.
There we go.
Whoa, you almost came out of the net.
Yeah. Isn't that
Good
nice?
one.
Oh yeah. Another chunk. Look at that. Beautiful fish, folks.
Yay.
Hooked him perfect.
Right.
I know.
Isn't that pretty? Striped
That's not very
bass.
old.
Okay, buddy. See you later. Bye. Lord, look at that bass. Look at that big bass. Look at that big bass. Good gracious alive. Walk on to the, can you get up on top? Good Lord, what a bass.
Holy cow.
Let me come by. Let me come by.
I thought, what the heck kind of striper is that?
Look at
wow. Nice.
This is the bass that was chasing it, I told you.
Nice.
Look at this.
Wow.
This is what Skeet Reese and Van Dam and Ike and Ellie are
Golly.
going to be catching next year.
How about that big old boy?
That's nice.
That's what you call a whopper daddy.
Yeah.
Let's let him swim.
I'll tell you, the lake is full of those things.
Let's let him go. Here we go, buddy. All right. Let's ease him in the water. See you later. There he goes. Attention fishermen. Assassinator Baits has the versatile tackle system that can be fished as a crankbait, a spinnerbait, a jig, or buzzbait. Cover the lake from top to bottom, saving space, weight, and money. Check out the new Crank and Spin, as well as their complete lineup of spinnerbaits and buzzbaits. To order this complete tackle system, visit us online at assassinatorbait.com. Folks, it's time to go fishing on West Point Lake in LaGrange, Georgia. This is my 30th year of guiding on West Point for stripers and crappie. Striper fishing is outstanding on West Point. A typical day consists of stripers in the 5 to 15 pound class. Crappie fishing is my favorite trip I take on West Point. Over the years, I have put over 75 brush piles on the lake that concentrate the crappie in large numbers. New for 2013, I am running 2 guide boats. I have a 22-foot center console and a 22-foot pontoon with bass seats that is capable of fishing up to 6 people. The pontoon is handicap accessible. Like me on Facebook to have a chance to win a 2-day fishing trip with me on West Point. To book a trip, call 706-402-3607 or visit me on the web at joeymines.com. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's show. Kris, striper fishing, this is a yearly trip for us.
Yes, it is.
We caught some nice fish today. Danny caught a largemouth.
I did, didn't I? There's a ton of them in
A
here.
nice one.
Yeah, and actually a nice fish.
Showing people they're up there on the offshore structure.
Folks, if you want to catch stripers, largemouth, spotted bass, crappie, and even the big catfish, well, West Point has it all.
Yeah,
It's quite a fishery.
It's awesome, yeah, it really is.
Anybody's interested in the marina, they can go to your website, HighlandMarina.com.
HighlandMarinaResort.com.
And you can see a lot about the guides there, the community, the cottages. We've got a new restaurant that's just opened, of which started this weekend, actually.
Started this weekend, and he was packed. It's Italian food, has pizzas that people can take out on the lake. You can come out here and have a pizza.
Okay. Well, folks, for Danny and Kris Elrich, I'm Joey Mines. Y'all have some good hunting and good fishing. I'll see you next week.